exhibition. So today we will learn about our history and we will be happy to joined by a special expert from the museum. Hello, I'm Zihan. I'm Zihan from the local museum. So now we will follow her steps into the museum to see what is happening inside. Now we will see a model of the Haiyantang, the Hall of National Peace of the Old Summer Palace. This is made of stones and white marbles. And you will see a water fountain that will inject water outside into the fountain. You will also see 12 zodiac beasts surrounding the fountain. From the left to the right, there are 12 beasts representing 12 Chinese hours. Some of the animals hold a fan, some hold other tools, and all of them form the water clock of the fountain. That means the tourists, by visiting this place, you will tell which hour it is. So you will tell the time by which animal is injecting water. So it's a very interesting technique. We know that the water clock represents a historical memory, and the Hall of the National Peace is a representative architecture of the Old Summer Palace. I heard there was a small story behind it. There was a journalist. I was told that they used the water pressure to inject the water outside from the mouth of the zodiac beasts. But later on, the water pressure stopped to work, and so they can only rely on the work staff in the imperial palace to help with the injection injection. Now this painting represents the original face of the Haiyantang, the palace of the national peace. And we have make it happen again, applying the techniques of the technology. It's quite vivid. So it helps with our archaeological efforts. And later on, we will see more of these cultural relics. And here we have exhibit 20 paintings. It's the real artifacts. We heard that the original beast's head, it was made of the copper. And now we're in the hall of the horse head. I'm not sure if you have paid attention to the painting. The painting was about the horse head injecting water. Now this is the horse head. Now it has returned to China. This is the very first piece from the 12 zodiac beasts that were returned to China and returned to the Old Summer Palace. So it holds great significance to the Old Summer Palace. You can see how vivid it is given its facial expressions and the fine techniques. And it has returned to China after 163 years lapse. Actually, in 2007, the horse had appeared in front of the public for the first time, and a compatriot Chinese paid for it and bought it back. And to celebrate the return of the Macau SAR to the homeland of China, we took the horse head back to the old summer palace, the homeland of the horse head. So it is quite a historical event. Because the horse head is protected by the glass, so you may not see that for details. But here we have presented some words, expressions to give you more details. On this painting, you can see the fine details of the horse head. It is made of red copper to make sure that it does not lose its original face despite 100 years journey. And here we give more information about the inside structure, the interior part of the horse head. So the horse head plays a big role in the Western style architecture of the old summer palace. And these fine structures details show how water has surpassed the interior part of the horse head. So these fine details show how the horse head has sprayed water, has made water outside. We also made more pictures about the horse head. The last one is very special because there is a bolt connecting the neck of the horse head and the horse body. Otherwise, you will not see too much welding part. That shows how sophisticated the technology was already during that time. And we think the technology was so advanced at that time, even it can compare with the technology at present. In the Qing dynasty, China's manufacturing technology has reached its peak. Now let me tell you how the horse head was made. First, you make a model with wax, and then you apply the red copper on the surface of the wax, and then you remove the interior side, I mean the wax, and you get the head. So the metaphor, the hair, the mouth of the horse head, and it is made in one click. So it's complete. But I can see some small details of the horse head. Some tiny part of it has been lost. So this highly relies on the stability of the red copper, which is resistant to damage. So this has kept the horse head safe and sound despite a journey of over 100 years. And you can see it is hardly eroded. So over 90% of the material is made of red copper, and 1% comes from lead and zinc. And even now today, you can see how bright, how shining the eyes of the horse are. Yes, the red copper is really helpful in returning a vivid image of the horse head. And now let's walk outside and see what else we have. And let's see the other four zodiac animals. If you have a look in this compound, you can see how this yard, the palace, is preserved in a special way. And so the whole exhibition takes place inside this old summer palace, this old ancient architectural compound. Now let's move to the other four zodiac beast heads. And today is Sunday, so we have a lot of visitors today. Especially you will see people, mountain people, see around the horse head. And they bring with them the cameras to make a lot of pictures for the horse head. This is real. The heads are real. We should know that these pieces are real and authentic. This is really a historical building. When you walk upstairs, you can feel the stairs has a ancient flavor. Here we are at the second floor. Let's check the four zodiac beasts heads: the ox, the monkey, the pig, and the tiger. First is the ox head. It returned to China in 2000, and you can see how slippery the horns of the ox is. You know, the horns of the ox can be used to make decorations and bags for the ladies, so you can see how popular it is. And as we said, the horse head is made of the red copper, so it has a luster, and that's the same with the other four zodiac beasts head. And this is the tiger head. Well, there are some stories behind. Actually, the tiger has some beard, but now there is only one piece of beard left on the face. It has been broken. And there is a hole if you watch closely. That's the damage. But anyway, thank God they have returned to China. The tiger also returned to China in 2000. Here we have another three paintings reserved in the Hall of National Peace. Actually, we gave some information about them already before this live stream. These paintings are presented here to give the audience better knowledge on the bronze head. Here is the monkey head, which is also returned to China in 2000, together with the ox and the tiger heads. If you watch closely, you will see some damage on the head near the ear. And you can see by the bones of the ear, it's very vivid. If we take a look from the another side of its face, let's check its right face. You will also see a small hole on its head. They have suffered a lot in their journey outside China. What about next? The pig head. When did it return to China? Well, the pig head returned to China in 2003. You can see, so obviously there is a hole in the back of its head. Now let's take a look at its front face. Near the circle of its eyes, there are some wrinkles. These have been specially made to make it look more vivid and alive. So we tell the difference not by which animal it is, just by how the details present. And these techniques are really admirable. It's hard to imagine how sophisticated the techniques had been at that time, 100 years ago. Even today, it holds a great aesthetic value and technical value. Let's take a few steps ahead. Here is another painting. I've mentioned to you before about this painting. It shows the original Hall of National Peace, the Haiyantang, and there is a water architecture, which is a major architecture of the Western house. It represents the Western style and also the Chinese style. And it has a 9-layer water tower. It must have evolved a lot of human efforts. So if the emperor was talking to his siblings, they can hardly hear each other because the water was making such a big sound. So even from this painting, you can see how magnificent this architecture is. The fountain can spray water as high as 13 meters. And they have taken us back to the history 100 years ago. Where in the beginning of this live stream, I said that the 5 zodiac beasts' head have returned to China. And there are more about the old summer palace to be presented to you. This is a stone architecture, which is a fusion of the Western building style and the Chinese flower style. Includes the chrysanthemum and a couple of famous Chinese flowers. So you can tell how this pillar has brought together the synergy of the Western style and the Chinese style. Because this pillar represents the Rococo architecture style, so it's very beautiful. It's not a toolkit, but also presents aesthetical value. I can see from the audience today, they visitors hold a great interest in this exhibition. This pillar is well preserved. And there are words, expressions to give you information about it. And later you will see more paintings to give you more information about the details of the pillars. But for this one, the top of it has been damaged. The top part may have been removed. And it's hard to restore it to its original structure. And now in front of us, you will see 6 copper plate etchings. So the idea of these paintings is to show how the original architecture is. And you will see how these pillars play different roles and how various occasions they are being applied. And this circle of the painting shows the details of the pillars of the architecture. So the circles all have been zoomed out to show you more details. So the pillars have played a big role in keeping the architecture stable. But in order to present the aesthetical value, we have made lots of decorations with flowers and sculptures on the pillars. And these pillars, and for example, helps connect the stairs. So it's useful and also beautiful. How about this one? It looks different because the pillars have been made smaller. The size is on average 80 centimeters to 90 centimeters. They've been arranged on the outside of the whole compound for decoration purpose. What about this one? If I can tell, it has very nice decorations. But on the other side, it has no decorations at all, just to make sure it can connect the architecture. And on this face, you will see a traditional Chinese flower. And also the chrysanthemum, very representative Chinese flower. And also like a peony, that is also highly representative in China. On this pillar, you can see on the left side, it has no decorations at all. But on the front face, it has very complicated decorations. So if we can see more clearly through the footage, inside the old summer palace, there are more stone columns. There are a lot. Because the stone pillars are used to support the whole architecture and make it stable. So today we have especially arranged this exhibition of the stone pillars for the audience to learn about the history. And we conjectured that these stone columns were taken from the western house of the old summer palace, because the highly similar to the original stone pillars. Now it seems that there are too many people here. How about let's go outside and see what is out there to be explored. I can really feel the strong interest and great enthusiasm among the visitors in these cultural relics. Many of them hold their phones and they cannot help saying that I have seen for my own eyes the original and authentic cultural relics in China. And also, I've received some comments from online viewers that they want to see more cultural relics, the genuine pieces returning to China and be exhibited. And today, through this live stream, we have seen the sophisticated technologies for making these artifacts and how they played a big role in our history. And we are very lucky to see the reunification of the 5 zodiac beast heads being exhibited here and returned to China. And hope that we can see more of it. That's the end of today's live stream. Thank you for your patience and thank you for watching. So thank you for showing us the treasurable part of China's history. Thank you. See you.